The first flight of Australians repatriated from India will arrive in Darwin today with almost half of expected passengers. Flight QF112 departed New Delhi just after midnight last night with only 78 people on board. 72 passengers were told they could not board the flight after 48 tested positive to COVID-19. Another 24 were ruled out as they were deemed close contacts. The flight will arrive in the Northern Territory this morning at 9:50 before passengers enter quarantine at a facility in Howard Springs.
A mercy mission for Australians in need. This Qantas charter flight left Sydney bound for New Delhi, where more than 9,000 Australians are stranded amid a devastating coronavirus outbreak. On board, more than 1,000 ventilators and 60 oxygen concentrators to help India's overwhelmed health system. The flight leaving more than 3 weeks after the government paused repatriation flights amid concerns over spiralling case numbers.
The system is ready to respond. Had we not undertaken that pause, then I think we would have put ourselves in a position where that just wouldn't have been possible, not just for a couple of weeks, but months and months and months.
The plane is due to return to Darwin on Saturday, where passengers will be held for 2 weeks at the Howard Springs quarantine facility.
But importantly, we can now do it and do it safely. And we can do it consistently and sustainably. And I'm pleased that we're going to be able to do that.
But just before the jet was ready to depart New Delhi, more than 70 of those due to fly were dealt a devastating blow.
Originally there were in excess of 150. That has almost been halved.
More than 40 Australians who were supposed to board the plane had tested positive to COVID-19. Their close contacts also unable to fly. It's expected more people will test positive after their arrival in Darwin, testing the resilience of the Howard Springs quarantine centre. While much of the country has been subjected to harsh lockdowns since the beginning of this pandemic, Darwin has remained free of community transmission. There are concerns, though, that that situation could be jeopardised if there's a high number of positive cases at Howard Springs. Health officials warning flights could again be stopped if cases continue to rise.
We're going to be talking about the aspects of COVID for at least another year to 18 months from now, and at times there may well be other pauses.
Matt Cunningham, Sky News, Darwin.